Welcome to Oldenburg Bahnhof, located in Lower Saxony, Germany. Oldenburg is located between the port city of Bremen to the east and Groningen in the Netherlands to the west. Oldenburg Bahnhof originally opened in 1879, although this new Art Nouveau building was opened in 1915 after 4 years of construction. There's a missing route map over there. Let's fix it while you're here. There are lots more tasks to discover throughout this route. Make sure to apply. Your train has arrived. Let's climb aboard. Sit down in any available seat. This train is a DB BR110, renamed from a Bore E10 in 1968. The railway connection between Bremen and Oldenburg was opened in 1867. The first station was a converted goods shed before being replaced by a neo-Gothic style station in 1879, which itself was replaced in 1915. The Bremen to Oldenburg line runs for 44 kilometers through Lower Saxony and carries a variety of freight and passenger services. On this route, you'll learn how to operate this BR110, the BNR DZF 463 N-Wagen control car, the BR425, and the BR155. Take a trip to the late 2000s and experience frequent regional passenger and heavy freight services. Be in control of classic and modern traction as you traverse through the heart of northern Germany. Electric containers and N-Wagens await. This is TrainSim World's Bahnstrecke Bremen-Oldenburg. In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive this BR110 locomotive. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard. Sit in the driver's seat. This locomotive requires the reverser handle to be inserted before operation. Set the reverser to the neutral setting while we take over this cab. Unlock the brakes with the brake key to allow braking to be controlled from this cab. For this introduction, you'll be driving the train a short distance and performing passenger operations. Open the passenger doors to allow boarding. Close the doors before departure. The reverser controls the direction of travel. Now we're ready to depart, set it to the forward position. Set the headlights to indicate that this train is operational. Now we can release the brakes and get ready to move. The large wheel in the centre of the desk is the tap changer, which controls power delivery in the locomotive. The currently selected tap is shown on the dashboard. Set the tap changer to the power index you need and the traction motors will gradually apply the set power. Drive a loop of the circuit to get used to the controls. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Built between 1956 and 1969 and originally classified as E10, the BR-110 is a multi-purpose locomotive used primarily for local and regional services. This locomotive has a power output of 3,700 kilowatts, or 5,000 horsepower, allowing for a maximum operational speed of 140 kilometers per hour, or 87 miles per hour. Unlike more modern German locomotives, the BR-110 features scissor double-arm pantographs. The BR-110 belongs to the Einheits-Elektrolokomotiven, or Standardized Electrolocomotives, program. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force by moving the power handle into the braking range. Before we can start braking, the tap changer needs to be set back to 0. If you do not, braking will cause a traction lockout. Nice job. The train has safely come to a stop. You can now use the door control to open the passenger doors. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train. In this training module, you'll be learning how to operate the Karlsruher Kopf BNRDZF 463 N-Wagen control car. This formation is powered by a BR-110 locomotive at the rear of the train, which has already been set up for you. Sit in the driver's seat. Firstly, you'll need to insert the reverser handle. The reverser determines the direction of travel. While you set up the cab, set the reverser to the neutral position. Unlock the brakes with the brake key to allow braking to be controlled from this cab. Set the headlights to indicate that this train is operational. Open the passenger doors to allow boarding. Close the doors before departure. The train is now ready to depart. Set the reverser to the forward position. Release the brakes. The throttle in this cab is a sprung ratcheted control. Pushing the lever forward to the run-up position will increase the selected tap in the locomotive and increase power. The hold position will maintain power at the current level. Pulling the lever towards you to the run-down position will decrease the selected tap. Pulling the lever towards you to the off position runs down the tap to 0 and will allow coasting. The throttle will be held in this position. As you cannot see the selected tap in this cab, you'll need to keep a close eye on the ammeter to ensure that you do not overload the traction motors. For this introduction, you'll be driving the train a short distance and performing passenger operations. Now, apply some power using the throttle. Pull the throttle all the way towards you to run down the locomotive to 0 taps. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Built between 1959 and 1980, there have been differing designs of this control car over the decades. For a long time, the N-Wagens were the most common vehicle in local German rail transport. More recently, BR-110 locomotives have been retrofitted with shuttle train controls, allowing for N-Wagen push-pull formations. Control cars like this one allow a locomotive to be operated remotely from the other end of the formation, preventing the need for runarounds or additional locomotives. You are approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of brake force using the driver's brake valve to bring the train to a gentle stop. Nice job. The train has safely come to a stop. You can now use the door control to open the passenger doors. Lock the doors and drive to the next stop unguided. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train. In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive this BR425 EMU. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard. Sit in the driver's seat. To activate the control desk, insert the master key. The reverser determines the direction of travel. For now, set the headlights to indicate that this train is operational. For this introduction, you'll be driving the train a short distance and performing passenger operations. Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors. Close the doors before departure. Drive a loop of the circuit to get used to the controls. This multiple unit features a combined power brake handle called a master controller. It's currently set in the brake range. Move the handle past the min power position and into the power range to get moving. Now you're moving, apply more power and focus on achieving the required speed. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Built between 1999 and 2008 by Bombardier, Siemens and DWA, these units are mainly used for Regiobahn services. This unit has a power output of over 2,300 kilowatts, 3,150 horsepower, allowing for a maximum speed of 140 kilometers per hour, or 87 miles per hour. The BR425 shares a lot of design aspects with the BR423, BR424 and BR426 found on other routes in Germany. You're approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force to bring the train to a gentle stop. Good work. The train has safely come to a stop. Now open the passenger doors to allow boarding. Proceed to the next stop unguided and see how you get on. That concludes this training module. In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive this BR155 locomotive. During this introduction, you'll be covering the critical driving controls and freight operations. When you're ready, climb aboard and get started. Sit in the driver's seat. Set the headlights to indicate that this train is operational. Unlock the brakes with the brake key to allow braking to be controlled from this cab. The reverser determines the direction of travel. Now we can release the brakes and get ready to move. The large wheel in the center of the desk is the tap changer, which controls power delivery in the locomotive. Set the tap changer to the tap that you need, and the traction motors will gradually apply the set power. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Before we can start braking, the tap changer needs to be set back to 0. If you do not, braking will cause a traction lockout. The direct brake is used to apply the brakes only on your locomotive and is faster to apply and release than the driver's brake. If you're only running as a light locomotive, as you are now, it's quicker to use the direct brake. Come to a stop using the direct brake. The freight wagons are behind us. Change direction with the reverser, then change the junction indicated either by walking over to it or using the map. The junction is correctly aligned. You can now couple up to the freight. Approach slowly and stop just before the buffers. This locomotive uses manual hook couplers which will need to be connected. You can couple and uncouple from either an external camera or on foot. Let's connect the formation using the external camera. Now couple the locomotive to the freight wagons. Return to the first-person camera. Nice work. Change direction with the reverser and move the train forward into the indicated siding. Come to a stop using the driver's brake valve. You can couple and uncouple from either an external camera or on foot. Uncouple the wagons from on foot this time. That concludes this training module.